Good morning, PT on Ice Daily Show. Welcome to CMFA Pregnancy and Postpartum Monday. I'm Dr. Lindsay Huey, lead faculty of extremity management. And I'm here on a Monday, which is kind of funny because I'm usually here on Clinical Tuesday. That's my usual favorite day of the week. But Christina and Alexis invited me to speak today, and I'm so pumped to speak on a topic near and dear to my heart, which is just the postpartum perspective as an athlete, as a PT, and entrepreneur. So I'm going to share my journey with you. But before I do, there's lots to share with you about what ICE is doing in the month of January. So 2021, can you believe it, is almost here. I think a lot of us are celebrating the new year that's coming because we're sick of the year of the pivot 2020 and all that it's brought. Good morning, everyone on Instagram that's waving. And I actually can't see if you're waving on Facebook, but good morning to you all. Good morning, humans. So for online courses, pretty much every course is firing up. So we have clinical management of the fitness athlete, essential foundations and advanced concepts. We have Sarah Heron's out of network and Kate's PT practice ownership. We have modern management of the older adult, and we have primary care physical therapy, and they're all starting at some point in January. So go to ptonice.com and check it out because there's lots of knowledge to be gained in 2021. And in regards to live courses, we are firing up those as well, and you can find that on ptonice.com. Clinical management of the fitness athlete is going to be in Arizona, January 16th. And then Jeff will be at cervical spine management in Virginia, January 16th. Modern management of older adult is also that weekend in Oklahoma. And then we have later in the month, extremity live management, January 23rd, and then another modern management of the older adult in Pennsylvania. So check those out and dive in, and let's get 2021 started right. So now back to why we're here today, to listen to me talk about real talk as a postpartum athlete. So I've been an athlete all my life. Lacrosse and volleyball were my sports. Volleyball, I played middle school and then went on to play in college. And so all that to share with you is that I had that athlete brain, right, where you push through, you get the work done. Performance and aesthetics are very important in being successful, especially on the volleyball court, right? And with that brain comes some dysfunction. So kind of always pushing through, no matter if you're hurt. I have 2 fractured fingers to show for it, where you just kind of keep pressing on. And I found CrossFit 5+ years ago. And as an athlete, my brain really loved this, right? You're always striving for excellence. You can always be better in some domain. But CrossFit really helped me change my mindset about how I think about my body, its capabilities. It changed my mindset about health and nutrition. It changed how I treat patients, really in that more fitness forward mentality. And it changed the way I talk about the human body to my kids, and then just about health and fitness. And I'll forever be indebted to the CrossFit methodology and my coach, Quinn from Bear Fitness, in really helping spur on excellence and changing that athlete brain a bit. And the one part that I've really identified in 2020 that I haven't really changed or had that growth mindset or healthy outlook is in my postpartum body. So I have 3 children, a 10-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 4-year-old. And it's one of my greatest joys being a mom and being able to have them. And I know that's a gift because not everyone is able to have children. But what I've really struggled with is accepting what comes with a postpartum body. So the extra sagging skin, the stretch marks, the horizontal incision that's on my lower abdomen that's been cut into 3 times, the left rectus abdominis spasms that I get when I laugh so hard. And if you know me and have been in a car with me laughing, you know that spasm is going to kick in on the left side, and it's pretty painful and comical. And I don't appreciate the diastasis recti that happens superiorly. And even though, I've progressed as a CrossFit athlete and I keep excelling in that space, those things really bother me about my journey as a mom and a postpartum athlete. And the reason I'm sharing all of these kind of personal struggles with you today is so that you can appreciate, like I have this past year, and that my own fixed mindset or narrative about my postpartum body has really held me back from being successful at treating the postpartum athlete. I don't think the postpartum body is beautiful. I don't celebrate it, despite it being a really beautiful thing and being a vessel that held life. Those scars, those stretch marks, or those tiger stripes, as some people try to reframe it, I'm just not buying it. And it hasn't been a place that I've really celebrated. And I really need to. And so this last half of 2020, I really tried to dive deep into this space by seeing a pelvic floor specialist to address some of that scar tissue associated with 3 cesareans. And then talking to awesome colleagues like Christina Previtt and Alexis Morgan, and then Jess Gingrich, just about kind of some of those struggles associated with being a postpartum athlete and not really accepting those changes. And I'm going to tie this around and how this applies to all of us as PTs and healthcare practitioners. But before I do, I want to say being in that postpartum space and receiving care from practitioners like Christina, like Alexis, like Jess, like my personal PT here in Delaware, Anne from PT for Women, you really see a clinician that loves this space, that celebrates the postpartum body and its beauty. And even, during pregnancy and after, when you talk to these clinicians about your struggles, their whole demeanor changes. They soften their language. They slow down their cadence. Their body posture is open, and it's ready to hear your story, hear your narrative, hear your struggle in order to seek how they can help you change it and be successful. By the way, Jess just messaged me to say that I said her name perfect because I had to work hard on saying that correctly. But anyway, they are special humans. This is their avatar population where they excel. And so if you're thinking about or on the fence about getting into the CMFA pregnancy and postpartum class, I urge you and encourage you to take this course, because these humans, this is their space. They love it. They celebrate this part of humanity in a really special way. Plus, they're just awesome clinicians and athletes themselves, so they can really relate firsthand. So kind of back to my journey of like struggle with my mindset of my own kind of physical scars, I needed to take the time to identify that in every other area of my life, I have this growth mindset. Spiritually, as a learner, as a mentor, as a mom, as a professor, as a business owner, as a PT, I have that growth mindset, but not in this space. And so besides diving in and seeking pelvic floor healthcare myself, I know that I need to be in this space. I know that I need to take this course. And while this might not become my avatar population and I might not be pumped and jazzed about it, I need to be there, right? So that there's that comfort and discomfort. And if you've met any ICE physio faculty, we're all kind of right there on the edge, right? We really want to push the limits. And so I challenge you, if you're struggling, and it doesn't have to be pregnancy and postpartum, right? It could be some extremity management. It could be your manipulation skills. We all have parts of our narrative that we struggle with as PTs or as professionals, as humans. And that's okay, because that makes us more human, right? Where nobody is perfect. But your willingness to acknowledge where you are in that current limitation, whether it's a manipulation skill, your clinical reasoning and decision making, or if it's just knowing more about the postpartum athlete and how to care for them better, you need to acknowledge that limitation, and then you need to be willing to change your own narrative to serve your patients better. And so that's where I currently am. And that's my current challenge to you, to, as you go into 2021, confront some discomfort, confront some weakness that you have clinically, and go full steam ahead to change it. And again, this is specific to pregnancy and postpartum, but I've gone to a lot of ICE courses this past year, and I've been to MMOA, CMFA Live, and I've taught my own, and I've seen clinicians kind of scoff at some of our fitness forward mentality, like, my patients can't do that. My patient wouldn't do that. They could never get up and off the ground and do a burpee. I'd like to challenge you to think about, is this your own narrative holding you back about fitness, or your own inexperience with fitness that's stopping you? And be willing to acknowledge and then take the steps to change that. And this is a shorter PT on ice, but I want to leave you with a final thought, that if we can all be willing to change parts of our narrative to serve our patients and clients better, we have a really amazing opportunity to change healthcare for the better. So cheers to Monday. Happy Monday. Thanks again, Christine and Alexis, for having me this Monday. Have a great day. Thank you for the thumbs up, Justin. I hope you have a great day. I just have to figure out actually how to stop this live.
Hey, thanks for tuning in to the PT on Ice Daily Show. If you enjoyed this content, head on over to iTunes and leave us a review. And be sure to check us out on Facebook and Instagram at the Institute of Clinical Excellence. If you're interested in getting plugged into more ICE content on a weekly basis while earning CEUs from home, check out our virtual ICE online mentorship program at ptonice.com. While you're there, sign up for our Hump Day Hustling newsletter for a free email every Wednesday morning with our top 5 research articles and social media posts that we think are worth reading. Head over to ptonice.com and scroll to the bottom of the page to sign up.